Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI, welcoming you right back to Let's Play Umineko. This is episode 17. Recently, we finished off the first arc, where everyone died, Beatrice won, Battler went missing, etc, etc. And then last episode, we checked out the tea party, which was interesting. We got Battler to... We finally met Beatrice as an avatar. We saw her, we know she's around, at least in that other dimension that was... the people sort of theorising and all things like that. And Battler still wants to deny, even though Beatrice threw so much shit at him, all the questions, how'd she kill this guy, how'd the human kill this guy, you know, all that sort of stuff. So now, I assume, this is going to be the last of the arc. I thought this about the tea party, but, you know. Welcome to the tea party of those who are not human. So we're going to meet some characters who might have been in Higurashi, as... you know, a small part, or might not have been. I don't know how this is going to work out, but it's not just Beatrice by the looks of it. Characters. Those. Let's get going. Episode 1, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm interested to see what this turns out like. It's funny how they're doing it, mind, from the anime to this. It's so weird. But it was weird in the anime, but this is different again. Ooh. What sort of black tea shall I prepare next? Allow me to display every refined tea that ever was and ever shall be. Okay. Aha! Rika from Higurashi? Bernkastel was, I think, her real name. And I think this is her. I'm trying to... It gets a bit confusing for me as well. But she was the everlasting witch who kept replaying the world and stuff. Dried plum black tea. The kind that goes for 200 yen a pack. Cackle, cackle. For 1,000 years I have been fond of black tea, but I did not know of such a thing. I will never tire of living in this world. Beto, you don't have to display such hostility. I am just a wandering witch. I didn't come with the intention of violating the rules of your territory. Hostility? I bear nothing of the sort. I'm just terribly concerned with seeing to it that the legendary witch, Lady Bernkastel, is well attended to. Yep. You misunderstand. I am powerless. Before a witch such as you, who possesses the dreadful power to kill an individual 100 times, I'm completely powerless. Yeah, because Rika never did that, Bernkastel never did that. She was trying to survive, if anything, I think. That a powerless lady witch like you possesses a power that none can approach is what is truly terrifying. After all, that great witch, Lady Lamberdelta, was dethroned by you alone. More on her later. I only won an endurance contest. She simply got tired. That's not what Lady Lamberdelta said, though. Too much humility can be unseemly, Lady Bernkastel. That girl has a dreadful power. The power to kill an individual without fail. However, without fail doesn't exist in this world. No matter how many times you divide 1, you can never reach 0. No, anything divided by 1 is 1. That girl has the power to bring the odds of failure down to almost exactly 0. The power to give rise to almost perfect certainty. I hope I never have to fight such a terrifying witch again. However, you have the power to cause success without fail, as long as the odds are not 0. Though you say without fail doesn't exist in this world, you possess an infallible power yourself. How very terrifying. The power to kill an individual endlessly. I think you're the more terrifying one. You jest. From your point of view, mine is but a trifling power. This is most certainly what one would call empty praise. Call it flattery to make up for the cost of staying here. I'm a fleeing traveller who crosses the fragments, continually running from boredom. I simply came around because I heard you started something interesting. I've no doubts that I will choose to leave as soon as you are no longer interested. I, Beatrice, am deeply and humbly delighted to have the great Lady Bernkastel as an observer. So she's just watching the games of Yashirmaya family, etc. And so, your impressions? Lamberdelta is terrifying because of her cruelty, but she's a girl I can understand. You do seem to be capable of affection, but I can't understand you at all. That makes you much more terrifying than her. I am fickle by nature. Do forgive me. Besides, I believe you also enjoy entrusting your fate to the roll of fickle dice, right, Lady Bernkastel? When I roll a dice, I have a roll I clearly want to get. Unlike you. You, on the other hand, never let the dice fall from your hand. So whatever the roll might have been, you've never disappointed. Whatever roll the dice show you, You are satisfied without fail. In that sense, you have far surpassed me. You're one I really don't want to fight with. Inside of you, there's nothing but zero. That's why I can't win against you with my power. It's the worst compatibility. Perhaps Lambda Delta, on the other hand, has a good compatibility against you, since she would be able to kill your endless nature. Oh yes, witches truly are the best people to enjoy black tea with. One doesn't get bored. Then I'm relieved. Boredom's the only poison that can kill me. So don't kill me, okay? Lady Beatrice, Endless Witch? If such is your wish, I, Beatrice, shall show you an even better time. In that case, wouldn't it be best if I brought the next chessboard in right away? It seems the next tale will do more for you than another cup of black tea. Just wait for a moment. Where'd you go? Something troublesome seems to have taken a liking to you. I'd really like to lend you my power, but as you just heard, that girl's power and mine have a very bad compatibility. Unfortunate as that may be. But you really are pitiful, so I'll help you out just a bit. First of all, about that girl. She does have the name Beatrice, but that doesn't necessarily mean she is one individual woman. Get what I mean? In other words, she's not some human. Her existence is a personification of the rules of this world. To beat her, you have to expose the rules of this world and unravel them. Perhaps this can be likened to learning the rules of chess by watching a game. First, take a good look at the chessboard. Then learn the movements and roles of the pieces, so learn the Shurmaya family and the servants and everyone, and the roles of them in the story. Then look for the conditions required to win at her game. When you've managed to reveal all these things, her heart will be exposed. After that, you can rip it apart or crush it as you please. I'm being quite generous. In the past, when I had a human body, it took me 100 years to notice even this much. Yeah, Rika had some issues, didn't she? She had some trouble getting through it all. This is my meagre farewell gift to you, the pitiful one captured by Beto. It's just like a spoon. A spoon can be used for more than just drinking soup. You can use it to dig through the prison you're locked in, Shawshank Redemption, or as a weapon to gouge the witch's eyes out. Can't think of anything with that. Of course, you can also use the spoon to continually sip the watery soup inside your eternal cell. Don't get the wrong idea. I have no intention of becoming your ally. She's talking to us, by the way, just in case we were wondering. I do feel empathy for you, but I won't help you. It's like I'm sitting in front of the television, yelling at you on the other side, even though my voice won't reach you. So you understand that I am a witch, right? I intend to enjoy this endless tale that Beto is going to weave in till I tire of it. But that alone won't hold my interest. That's why I'll lend you my power. It's also that I don't get tired of this. I'm the cruelest witch in the world. Whoever the opponent may be, I'll make them surrender with certainty. Even if it's Beatrice, the endless witch, okay? You're my game piece. Give it your best shot. I'll give you advice sometimes out of her sight. Don't bore me, okay? Is there more coming? No, that's about it. So yeah, that's an introduction to how weird things can get. As if the main game wasn't weird enough, but at least the main game was like a murder mystery with witchy stuff mixed in. Now what we're gonna get... Ooh. Next episode's lock has been removed, so we can go on to the next arc. You can find these new features. Addition of new features. Okay. But, yeah, there's more coming. A lot more coming. Take a look back on your recent stay. Hope this will help you better recall the events of the past. We'll have a look. I don't know if I really want to go through all of it. So we've got the portrait epitaph, the witch's letter. Should we try one just to see what it looks like? Oh, okay. That's the epitaph going through the actual hints. The witch's letter, what that says. So it's your key items, essentially, by looks of it. Yeah, the witch's letter nobody paid attention to, and the riddles, really. Praise my name in the second one. That's what got them out of the room, wasn't it? Kinzo's room. Yeah, because time runs out, that's it. Which game's record? How everyone ended up. I just want to have a look at Wissy 2 Battler. There he is. Missing on the 10th Twilight. So, there we go. The sort of rifle, I would say sort of shotgun, but to match with Kinzo's personal preferences, it was made to handle .45 long Colt bullets, holds 4+1 rounds. Okay, and the 7 stakes of purgatory that were introduced later on. I guess killing each of the sacrifices later on. They each represent the 7 deadly sins. In accordance with the user's orders, they bury themselves into the desired location of the desired target with perfect accuracy. Because they flit about at ultra high speeds and change their trajectories at will by bouncing off walls and like, they have no blind spots, will hit their targets without fail, no matter what form of cover they might be hiding behind. Furthermore, it's possible to change the force they hit with depending on the part of the body at which they strike. They're extremely powerful weapons. They cannot target pure people who have not committed one of the 7 deadly sins, or people who have a strong resistance to magical power. Worth remembering. It'll come up. Characters, there we go, all the characters that we've seen throughout. Beatrice has been added. She's lived for 1,000 years, surpassed the limits of humans, and like demons, will sometimes appear in response to the summons made by humans, to offer her power in exchange for a price. She likes black tea and ice cream. She hates boredom, people who deny her existence. So then we got execute. Oh, we can kill her. We can show her as the dead ones. Let's execute him. I like that. Resurrect. So let's bring them back. Okay. And going back to the title and everything. There we go. It unlocked quite a bit, didn't it? Giving you some hints, giving you a chance to look back if we really needed to. It's pretty good. So, anyway. This has been Greeny XI. I hope you've enjoyed. I just noticed that the scenery's changed because Arc 2 will show that scene. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit. We're going to have a bit of a break now because I want to do it between each arc, probably. Unless I don't have another game in mind, but I do right now. So we'll go for that next. By the time this finishes uploading, I should be ready to start the next series. I got a lot of research to do and everything. So I think it's going to be a good one. I've had a couple of people over the years asking me to do it. So yeah, I'll be finally getting around to it. But I just want to make sure I know everything. I got all the research done. I've played through the game before, so there shouldn't be too many issues, but we'll see. And yeah, thanks for watching, folks. See you again real soon.